Right, so I installed the chain on here. I printed one. It didn't quite work right. I printed another one. So what it does is it sits in the place of this piece, which is some really nice 3D printing that they must have done. It's very odd. The layers go certain ways. So they've printed a face on it or something. Maybe it's not 3D printed. Sure looks like it to me. It's like a 3D printed and then another part printed on top of the 3D printed final surface or something. Anyway, they have that part on there. The way this works is it does that. Whoever designed this wasn't thinking, because they didn't make this up high enough. It's actually lower. So this piece goes underneath here, and it's a cool idea. This is also another, I don't know, 3D printed part. Feels like PLA too. I really like a lot of things about this printer. I think this printer is much older than I thought it was, because I was looking at some of the files that were uploaded and they were all from 2020. But anyway, that one didn't come out right. I had printed several of these on a couple different printers. They're all slightly different. It would be nice to see this up a little higher. They put the edge right there, so anyway. But you know, it works, and it keeps it from touching over here. Here's another 3D printed type of part. So, now, one thing I've noticed about this printer is it's got dual screws, lead screws, stepper motors, and it has absolutely no problem keeping this gantry in sync on the x-axis, unlike the Solval that just doesn't necessarily always do that. And I would guess that it must be attributed to the switches for the Z. But I don't know. I actually have not used my Solval long enough to really know what's up with it. And the inductive probe, I did find out, really does do its job. Now this is very, very tight in the glass there, so it fits the glass great. And this printer here would probably benefit from the other type of. You know, wind that up and get it out of there. The other type of blower, where it's got the dual pieces on there, or even just dual fans like that. I knew the biggest problem with this one really is just bed adhesion usually, and once I started to use the hairspray, I really didn't have any problems. The glue stick didn't really work well for me. The painter's tape worked, but left lots of marks. So anyway, I'm happy with this. I think it works. It keeps the thing from dragging over there. I don't think we should have. Whoa. That could be a problem. I wasn't aware of it doing that before. So this print bed is loose. Yeah. So, what are those wheels? Yeah, they're worn. So, I like how they use this chunk of metal here. We could flex this, you know, just a little bit, even just like that, but I think with this one here, it just needs to be adjusted just a little bit. The other one is over here. I don't know if it has that problem or not. It feels smooth. I don't think it... You know what? I adjusted this one, I remember. And what I did with this one is I got so tired of it dragging over that, I went and did that. And I guess it might work. It's a kind of a bad design. Now this one here, the print head kind of, you know, wobbles a little bit. You can tighten it up. I don't know if the other ones, I think, yeah, they're all about the same because I don't think I've ever adjusted either one. This is the one I put the belt on. That was a fun time. You see the little clear things in there? Those are those compressible wing nuts. The little clear ones. Anyway, this printer here, I like the design of it better. It's got them out further, but unfortunately, what they did is, even though they placed it like that, then they brought it down into the middle. So, we'd rather see that further out to make it more squat. But what's nice about this one is there's a little bit of play, but I adjusted only one side, and you can see, you know, how they have it there. This fan here is really, really noisy. I took it apart and sprayed it with silicone. And I'm just keeping this filament dry, so I can't really say enough about this printer. I mean, like, really, I don't know what year it came out. I don't know, you know, how old it really is. I'm gonna guess probably at least a few years old, but it just works, and it works good. And it's using a different type of hot end in here. This is a BL Touch, and I would guess it's like a Creality type of one. I hope this thing's not on. Yeah, anyway. I don't care for this housing, but there's no real mods for this thing. So in other words, I'm going to have to, like, design my own thing, or just crap can this entire unit here and go with a ender of some such. And that's why I think that I like these kind of printers better than anything else on the market, because they're modifiable. You know, you can change this. I can go buy another print head, and as long as my nozzle is about in the same spot, you know, or somewhere that I can tell what's going on, I can calibrate it. So, same thing with this one. I could just, you know, this one uses is the belt in the same place on this one. I mean, that belt is... So the way you adjust the belt on this one is you just undo these. But yeah, I think maybe that might be a little bit much. This one doesn't have sensors. I don't know how it does the Z on it, honestly. I think it does the Z with the BL Touch. I think that's how it does it, which would make sense. So, I like this one. It's got the tensioner on the end of it. So, I think you still have to crack these loose. But and then the other belt tensioners like right here. It's like cool. It uses a bigger belt too, which is nice. I just don't know, is there a problem getting those? But hit the sensor over here. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. But yeah, it's weird how that fan was on in there. But anyway, you know, I mean, like, I think these kind of printers are going to last forever. I mean, they're just not going to win any races, you know, but you'll be able to get parts for them. I mean, you can take any Ender 3 and basically, you know, throw whatever you need onto it, including the computer. I mean, you know. In fact, I think that's one of the best things about the Creality machines is their computer. I mean, like, you can go in and change the E-steps and all that right there in Marlin. But like these, you can't do nothing. I mean, these are running Marlin, but the way it's set up, their firmware, you know, you can't do much of anything with it. So, yeah, this one's same thing. You adjust this here and get the belt tension. Yeah. I'm not sure if these belts are too loose or not. But I haven't really been printing too much with these. This one here, because of the temperature out here. Otherwise, I printed all the green slats on it. You can see the marks. But I find that this is a predictable machine, so sometimes it's like, okay, I'm going to use this one. So, anyway. But I thought I'd show you guys the chain, and I think it's pretty cool. Catch you later.